Okay, so here's something else that you want to consider. That person is leaving behind their family and friends. Here's where empathy is really required. So when you're there visiting them, a lot of times, like I know in the African culture, they're very, very family oriented. I think, to be honest with you, and this is not throwing shade, more so than we are here. That's one of the things that I really love about them. And you are going to find that across the board, whether they're Indians or Hispanics. I think they are more family oriented to a degree. Not to say that we're not like that here in the US, but when I say they're more family oriented, they talk more as a family. They interact and socialize a lot as a family. They will share the last naira that they have with their family and friends to make sure that you have what you need. And so I find that to be really beautiful. There are some other things that happen, and we'll talk about that under my subscribers only, because you got to be aware that when you have a close family, I've observed that there's upsides and then there's a difference. I'm going to say it's not a bad thing, but it's a difference than how we are here. But getting back to this point, you are asking them and will ask them to leave their friends and family and come to a country and environment that they're unfamiliar with. And so they're going to miss their friends and family. So here's one thing that you can do. Develop a relationship with their friends and family, because you don't want to be known as that American that he or she left their home for, and you're not even friendly, and you don't care about their culture, and you're mean and nasty to the family. Like, I think we've seen that on some of these shows where they don't even know the American mate. And the American mate has really made no effort to show that they're interested. They want that person. They ain't worried about their mom and dad. They ain't worried about their siblings. But they're all very close, and you have to take that into consideration, right? Because that shouldn't change. You should be just as friendly and warm and get close to them over a period of time as your spouse, right? Because really, to me, marriage is between me and my husband, and we include God in that, obviously. However, marriage is really a blending of two families, and I want everybody to get along, right? I want him to feel comfortable to talk to my mom, just like I want to talk to his mom, right? And his siblings. And I think that's really important, and that eases some of the stress of that person coming here. So look at the interaction of the family while you're visiting, and that'll tell you what you need to do in order to make them feel comfortable as they make this transition to come here. You also want to continue to encourage him or her. Zoom, WhatsApp, continue to communicate with them and let them know what's going on in your life. There should be no severance, right? Meaning that, and when I say that, there are things that are between me and my husband that's just between me and my husband. But the way you communicate with your mom, your dad, your brothers, sisters, cousins, in-laws, continue doing that. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's a beautiful thing, and that shouldn't stop just because we're married and you're coming here to the States. Also, another thing that I have started doing, so I have friends from other parts of Africa as well, and people who are technically foreigners who have immigrated here to the US. I have asked them what I can do to make his transition easier, right? Build a cultural network, if you can, for that person, of people here in the States that know how hard it is to transition, right? And to go through this process. So if you guys are moving forward in your relationship, that's something that you have to think about. When my husband lands here, I just want him to feel like this is his home. This is his second home, which will now be his main home. He should know my friends, my family, more important, and he should be very comfortable here. So that's what I can do as his wife, because this is a marriage built on love. And that's how it should be if you truly love that person. So I got more for you. This is your girl, Essie. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, share. You can subscribe on TikTok, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is all under the same tag name. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am out.